TARIQ NASHEED drops bombs on historians and the origins of hip-hop. Trying to get a little straightening on the history, you know?
It's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, and we still have a lot of discrepancies as far as the origins of hip-hop, a lot of claims, who did what, who was the first this, who was the this and that, and such. But at the end of the day, we need a definitive story, all right? And that story can only be told by the founders of this culture.
Like everything was being driven and influenced by young, black, American culture. Like the slang, the style of dress, the initial music that we chose.
You look at all the boroughs, you got, Money Making Manhattan and Money Earning Mount Vernon and Crooklyn. The Bronx with the boogie down Bronx.
We got all the...
I am Coke LaRock, the first MC of hip hop. First cat to pick the mic up.
Wow, he got everybody in this. He got... This is deep.
I introduced rapping to the turntable because when I came with it, nobody in the world was doing it. I'm right after Rudy Ray Moore.
They want to come in the mix. They want to say, we started. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Mr. Wiggles was that?
What came to be known as hip hop was solely an African-American creation.
What you get out of some Jamaican toast? What is that? I've never heard of a rapper use a Jamaican toast or a Jamaican fleur as a rhyme. I never heard of it, and I don't know where that myth came from.
My name is legendary King Trixie from the Bronx, BX from the West Side. I am the first breakdancer.
That narrative that hip-hop has had 3 founding fathers, that's been rolling for the last almost 30 years, which isn't true. You don't have just 3 people who created hip-hop. Hip-hop was created by a number of different people.
I am the grandfather, the godfather of the graffiti culture. I am the first element of hip-hop.
There you go.
The roots of hip-hop being Jamaican, absolutely false.
My name is MC Sha-Rock. I am a founding member of the MC/rap culture.
Cassette tapes was the internet of our time. It just traveled around by hand.
Well, I know for a fact that the B-boy stand started from the guards, the 5%ers that would be at the jams back in the days who were acting as security.
If they get the real truth of how it all was created, then so many lies would not be able to be in existence.
Microphone check. Is this thing on? Ooh, he got some people hot with this one, man. But man, he went right back to the source. He's giving you originators and founders. And a lot of these founders, for some reason, I don't see them in a lot of documentaries. I'm just going to say, you do get Kaz in a lot of documentaries. But as a student of hip hop, as a participant, somebody who's benefited from the culture, it's been here my whole life. I think this is important. It's important to set the record straight in some ways, And here's my thing. I don't think the people that are against this, that are, trying to put the culture outside of Black America, they're trying to say its origins come from maybe the Caribbean or Jamaica or Puerto Rico. Those influences are there. That is what people are saying. That you cannot take away New York's culture and how it was built. They're Jamaicans, they're Puerto Ricans, they were also Black Americans, and somehow that always gets left out of it. It's always talking about, in recent years, it's been very, it's been a lot of open proponents of putting the influences of the culture of hip hop outside of this Black American population that derives from slavery, right? So I think this is why it's important to come in and, he did a great job with this trailer. This trailer is kind of slick. I'm And I'm a film guy. I'm a documentary guy. I love watching documentaries. I watch documentaries sometimes more than I watch a scripted show, just because it gives me a chance to see something, a narrative from a different perspective, informed by the actual history, you know, and found footage and things like that. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting look at that. You know, he looks like he didn't spare any expense. He's actually put money into his documentaries. I will say TARIQ has been a practitioner, TARIQ NASHEED. Say what you want to say about him. He's been a practitioner of putting out high quality documentaries for the Black American culture. And I think it's important. It's important to not leave these people off of the Mount Rushmore. You know, we only get DJ Kool Herc, we get Grandmaster Flash, and then they flash forward to the 80s. But what happened right before that? What was the big bang moment? Was it, you know, Sedgwick Avenue? Or was there something coming along before that? Because even on this channel, in the years past, not even a year ago, I dug up a clip of Thomas Edison recording some dancing that looked a lot like breakdancing. It really did. And so if you look at that vocabulary of movement has been around with us so long, since the 1800s, and it went down into the tap dancing culture of the Nicholas brothers and, you know, so many other great dancers that used that acrobatic motion. And yes, they went to the floor. There were some people that were trying to argue that some of the precursors to the modern break dancers didn't go to the floor, so therefore they weren't break dancers. But no, you could see, even in that trailer, this guy here, he's in a tux doing what do you call it, a six-step? He's on the floor getting down. So you're gonna tell me that the breakdancers that came before did not see this, and this did not inform them doing what they're doing, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, and just the innovation, you know, because this so often happens, you know, pretty much every art form that's been originated by Black Americans, from jazz to rock and roll to now hip hop, has been co-opted. As it's gained popularity and made billions of dollars, it's been co-opted. And it's been taken into, you know, and yes, it's been heightened, but let us not forget where it came from. Let us not forget these people's contributions, because I don't hear anybody saying DJ Hollywood's name. In any of these 50th anniversary celebrations, I don't hear them talking about Trixie, you know? So, or Cornbread, if you want to keep on the elements, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cornbread put it out there. He's like, I'm the first element. I'm the first graffiti artist. And that has been documented. In fact, I just found out something interesting about that. Cornbread Earl and Me is loosely based off his story, because he had another partner that was named Earl. And instead of them being graffiti writers, they were basketball players, you know, or whatever that story is. It's been so long since I've seen it. Shout out to Lawrence Fishburne. You know, they said they were going to sell me as the young Lawrence Fishburne, too. I told y'all about the young Will Smith last week. But yeah, when I first came to Hollywood, they was like, yeah, Neo, you are the one. Yes, that's my Lawrence Fishburne. But yeah, so we got so much history here that needs to be kind of straightened out and understood. And, you know, this is big because what people aren't talking about is not only is this the 50th anniversary of hip hop, but this is also the first time that breakdancing is going to be in the Olympics the next time. So there's a mad dash to monetize around this. And so just so we have it clear, just so these people can participate in some of that, because I can see it now. I can see lectures coming off of this. I can see people actually teaching this in these hip hop historian classes, you know, like, because for some reason you just gonna leave a bunch of people out that were doing it before and at the same time. So I think this is why this discussion is important, to get the origin straight, you know, to get the influences straight, you know, so we can talk about all the stuff that led up to that moment in the culture that we all enjoy. Although, you know, who knows what the current state of it is right now. You know, we've got people turning their back on it. You know, they don't really want to be involved. They want to do other things. That's their right. But as people who have, you know, participated in it, enjoyed it, lived it, you know, I think it's very important to keep this all in line, man. So, yeah, like I said, trailer looks good. Go out, support the Kickstarter. He's doing a Kickstarter for it. The movie is called Microphone Check, Hidden History of Hip Hop. Yeah. Like I said, Microphone Check 1, 2, 1, 2. And then, you know, Microphone Check 2 might be, you know, some of the other pioneers might want to come out once they see, you know, a proven track record of success. And I think it's important we get behind people who can complete projects and get them out in front of the world. You know, it's no excuse now. We have the ability to get to majority of the people in the world. And so let's just make it clear, you know, instead of letting other people tell your story, you tell it yourself, right? Right. That was good. Anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Faucette Media. Standing in my B-boy stance. It's fresh.